everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Debra Eckerling, goal strategist, book proposal specialist, podcaster, obviously, and author of Your Goal Guide and 52 Secrets for Goal Setting and Goal Getting. You can't reach your goals on your own. You need your people. So every week I bring together some of my people to dive into the topic. And today we're talking about humor. And this is one of those chicken and the egg topics where I wanted to cover it, but I also wanted to have certain friends on the show. So it was like, okay, what are we going to talk about? And I've got a great panel today. We've got with us Amber J. Lawson, Cathy Nesbitt, and Steve Waverly down there in the corner. Yeah.
The man. Yeah.
Yes. Would you be offended if I say the token guy?
No, I would not.
Okay.
I was going to say it anyway, so there you go. Yeah.
Well, this is the problem, which will be apparent throughout the hour. Most people who know me know that I am never funny on purpose. So if I look like I'm trying too hard, just forgive me and only listen to my guests. Anyway, you may be watching us as GoalChat Live. You might be watching the replay. You might be listening to us as the GoalChat Podcast on the Marketing Podcast Network. But no matter how you found us, we're so glad you're here. And today talking about the all too important topic of humor. And I'm going to let my guests introduce themselves a little better because right now all you know is they're my friends and they're awesome, which is important. But I bet, well, no, I know there is actually much more to them than that. So Amber J, let us start with you. And so my Amber J story before you start talking is we met years and years ago at Blog World, which doesn't exist anymore, which I'll tell you just how far away it was. And then we, of course, randomly ran into each other after randomly after more than 10 years. So I'm thrilled we reconnected and I'm excited to have you on today, but please share who you are and why this topic.
Well, first of all, I just want to acknowledge you, Deb. Deb supported me in preparing my proposal of my Grown-Ass Woman book that just secured me my first lit agent. And so thank you, Deb. Her method works. I'm on board. Hallelujah and amen.
Big, huge congrats. So thank you. And I'm doing the happy dance. I'm just excited for you you may be a little excited, but I'm thrilled for you because when we've got messages, we want to get it out to as many people as possible, which you know.
And that's it. So 10 years ago, I had an awakening, a transformation, and I saw all these coaches around and I was like, I would never be a coach. Cut to 2 years later, I became a coach. And I ran my own program and have for 8 years. And it's the Grown-Ass Woman Spark program, which is self-care, prosperity, abundance, relationships, and community and contribution. I focus on women in midlife, and I have a live show that I liken to Menopause the Musical meets Thunder Down Under. A girls' night out of shenanigans and growth and sisterhood. And so I toured that show around. I'm also one of the co-founders of Comedy Gives Back. And we are the safety net of the comedy community. We support stand-up comedians, as I like to say, housed, healthy, and happy with therapy, substance abuse, rehab, and grants, like emergency grants. And I live in Venice.
Yeah, that.
And what is it about humor and we'll dive into this more, but why this topic? Why was it like, yes, Deb, I want to come talk about this?
Well, I'm funny.
Well, yeah.
And I think laughter is life's medicine. I believe that laughter unites us as human beings. I believe it raises the vibration of the planet. And I believe it keeps us healthy.
Okay. Well, I think we've discovered the solution for everything that is wrong with the world, and we are done.
Oh, and for the Knicks to win, I think.
Awesome.
LA.
Awesome. Well, I am thrilled you're here and I'm excited to dive more into this. And let us bring over Cathy. Why is it not? Oh, there we go. There you are.
Here I are.
Cathy, well, welcome to the jungle, as it were. Fabulous having you on GoalChat.
Oh, I'm excited to be here. Thanks so much. And Amber J, wow, shenanigans is my favorite word. So I'm a laughter yoga teacher. I'm a laughter ambassador. And also it's the 24th anniversary of my worm composting business.
Okay, wait. So how do you literally mix all of these things together?
I'm a juggler. At least I was before the cuckoo time. And then I had all that thinking time like, oh, what am I doing? So now I realize, oh my gosh, everything I offer is for a simple way for a wonderful, sustainable life.
Okay. And we met completely randomly recently through our friend Candace. Well, my friend, your cousin, Candace Renarte, because Candace started hosting these podcaster meetups. And literally I had to go early and we met for 30 seconds. And then I'm like, who am I going to put with these two friends of mine that's going to balance out the chi of the topic? And here you are. So I believe people enter our lives at times for reasons. What is laughter yoga?
Well, it's not jokes or comedy. Not that we're against humor. We love it. It's laughing with intention, laughing for the health of it. Laughter is the best medicine. Started in 1995 by a medical doctor in India, and his goal is world peace. Like, yes, please. There are clubs in over 120 countries. North America's a late adopter, so yoga's kind of just arriving. Laughter yoga's still in the ocean trying to get here.
Okay. Amazing. Well, I'm excited to hear more about your journey, and thank you so much for joining the laughter arama. Okay, I'm gonna stop it. Thank you for joining the humor palooza that we are having today. Steve, welcome.
Okay. Yeah.
Who are you?
Maybe not time to put on my glasses so I can see what's going on. Just thought I'd try it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hello.
Hi. Who are you? Okay, I'll do the intro. So Steve and I met at jury duty the end of 2013. And I got on a 6-week panel that ended in a mistrial, and he had enough opinions that was excused. I still have not forgiven you for that. But that's okay. But over last summer, I was on jury duty and sad that I didn't make any friends. So any new friends?
You went back to an old one.
Yeah, so I reached out to an old one, and here we are. But you've been a writer for like a gazillion years, a while, but you write in a bunch of different things. But I should let you introduce yourself. So why don't you do that?
Okay. Yeah, I'm a one-trick pony. Just writing has always been. It's what I do. It's all I do. Can't fix a cupboard. Can't dissect an engine on a car, but I write. So yeah, I was an advertising copywriter for a long time, overseas in Paris, and then in Belgium, back here in LA, and then transitioned into what I really wanted to always do anyway, which is screenwriting. Humor's always been my thing. That's just the common thread throughout my life. Maybe I guess I had a good, healthy dose of trauma growing up, so it gave me a lot to work from. So I say the one good thing about a shitty childhood is you get a movie out of it. So I wrote a movie that came out a couple of years ago called Broken Diamonds. Deals with a world of it's about it's a brother-sister story about a young writer who's about to go to Paris, and then his schizophrenic sister has to move in with him. So I thought that was funny. So that was a good source of humor. And then I've got a new script that's a comedy about my mom dying, and things like that I think are pretty funny stuff. So, there's humor in everything, right? So if you don't use it, it's going to be heavy on top of heavy, and that's too much heavy. So screenwriting, I also do stand-up comedy. I just had a show a couple of nights ago at the West Side Comedy Theater. I've had plays produced, but humor, it's always about humor. And that's how I get through life.
Well, I think it's how a lot of people get through life, but it's not everybody's career. Not everybody looks at, oh, I had a traumatic childhood, I guess it's funny and people need to know. That's not like the normal reaction. Or is it? Or am I just not hanging out with the right people?
No, I think that's probably the smart reaction. It's just the fools who go, oh, maybe I can make money out of that. Yeah, I mean, it drove my move in a way to Europe, fresh slate. There's got to be a place where it's not like this, like my family. I had to get away from my family as far as possible. One-way ticket to Paris. So it was just, I mean, again, I always say, I didn't choose writing, it chose me. And that's just because there's a lot better ways to make a living. But if it's something you're obsessed with, that's what you do, right? So you follow your obsession. At least that's what I do.
Well, there's a LinkedIn user, the name's not coming up, who just wrote, "You've got my dream job." So.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Well,
so there you go.
Yeah. Enjoy the dream. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm thrilled to have you all here because, I mean, I don't think I'm understating it when I say that the world's kind of a mess. And there's like everybody has trauma, everybody has drama, but without humor, without laughter, how do you get through the day? So I know I'm like answering the question I'm about to ask, but I'm going to ask it anyway. From each of your perspectives, what is the value of humor beyond and or including the obvious? Amber J, you want to start us off?
Yeah, it's about $10,000.
Okay.
No, nobody. I think
not funny. Very good.
The value of humor is relationships. It's like every part, and if you're, yeah, I just believe it's our health. It's invaluable.
Okay. What about you, Cathy?
Yeah, connection. It really breaks down barriers. It just helps us connect on a really primal level. Humor it's essential for a good life, in my opinion.
Nice. And Steve?
Well, I mean, I think for sure both of those agree with both of that. I mean, for me, it's kind of it's kind of automatic. I don't even really think, I'm sure for everyone, right? It's not something that I consciously choose. Oh, let's see if I can find the funny in that, or I'll try. It's just where I gravitate. So it's kind of from my own sanity, really, that I live in that sphere. I don't think I could handle the other one.
So
I have to say, I do believe unless you were brought up in like a Jewish house where humor is everywhere, I feel like life is serious and you're supposed to take it seriously. Take your education seriously. Take your job seriously. And when you realize it's all made up, like it's a joke. It's hilarious. It's amazing. And actually that vibration, that energy makes everything come to you.
Okay, wait, we need to rewind to the Jewish house thing. Where did that come from?
Well, like I'm Jewish. I'm more Italian than Jewish, but like all my best friends are Jewish and they come from very, smart, funny, food-oriented people.
You did just describe my mom. Yes. This must have skipped at least me in the generation because they were big punsters, right? My mom's side of the family. Okay. I have a feel now I have to ask, maybe I need to write an article about this for the Jewish Journal. Does anybody not come from a not funny Jewish household? Because I do believe there are those as well. We just need to find them.
Is this a group question?
Oh, feel free to chime in. It's all a group. It's all a group question.
Household. I'm not sure what the question was there.
Oh yeah. No, we were talking about the value of humor, and I didn't really think of it that way. But I guess there's because maybe it's because of all the persecution Jews have had to rely on humor to find the balance. There you go. Okay, this is way too
I was gonna
serious
say,
for a humor conversation.
Yeah, we could have a whole conversation, dancing and moving through our bodies. Sorry, I put us down a rabbit hole.
Okay, well, LinkedIn user whose name I don't know why your name is not coming up, but humor is therapeutic, and this user says the most damaged people are the funniest.
It's good material. It's good material. I mean, when I was writing about, the story it's the brother, the brother and the schizophrenic sister, to make it simple like that. I mean, it's all humor, really. It's all outrageous and irony and crazy and just, everything. I mean, I always kind of thought that you kind of get set up for humor from the beginning because, you're born, and just when you get conscious enough to realize, oh, this is pretty fucking great, they're like, yeah, forgot to tell you, you're going to die. So it's like, you're living, life is one big irony from the get-go, right? And so that's the mantra.
It's true.
Gosh,
So you might as well laugh.
Might as well laugh, right? I mean, you kind of don't have a choice, or you can just be really depressed. Those are your two choices.
Excellent. Oh, so thank you. Robin D is the one who, by the way, is from like the other side of the world, is the one who is relating to you and keeps commenting. So thank you, Robin, and thank you for those of you who are watching us live or the replay. What is your connection to humor? I mean, it feels like everybody should love and embrace it, but not everybody does. Is that a thing? I mean, as long as we're...
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a thing. It's depressing. I mean, but there's a lot of people who take everything very literally. Everything's deadly serious. I mean, especially right now. I think in society right now, this is a tightrope that we're walking on the wrong side. You can't make fun of everything. Just gets everybody upset, right? Everybody's very sensitive about everything, and I heard once a writer told me once a long time ago, if you're gonna be a writer, you really can't be, like outraged by anything. You have to kind of be open to everything. Nothing can offend you. And I think, I don't think anything should offend you. It's just everybody making choices in life, and you have to be able to kind of be open to everything. So, I think we're a little too serious right now, actually.
Okay, so we're serious, and the world is serious. That's not okay. Okay, I'm gonna remind us, but you all addressed this in your intro. But I'd love to know, what was that moment where you're like, funny needs to be not just part of my life, but part of my career? Was there a moment when you're like, yeah, gotta lean into the funny?
Yeah, 10 years into my worm mission. I mean, I'm selling worms by the pound for indoor composting. Who doesn't want worms in the house? Come on. And so 2012, one more person said, ew, worms in the house. And that day I'd heard it hundreds of times, but I'm like, la, 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 no, you need it. But people don't buy what they need. They buy what they want, and they didn't want what I was flogging.
Yeah.
And then I was introduced to laughter yoga, and it changed everything for me. And I realized, I think on a certain level, because the worm business is my baby, that I kind of took it personal when someone said, ooh, worms in the house. I know it sounds ridiculous. And so laughter yoga and laughing allowed me, or gave me permission, I guess, not to take it personal anymore. To be like, oh, that's not my stuff. They're just not ready for what I've got.
That's a really nice framework. No, I the framing of it, where it's okay, whatever. And then, but it opened you up to something that not only changed your life, but it helps other people, right? What exactly is laughter yoga? Do you just laugh while you yoga?
Yeah, well, no, it's not doing yoga and laughing. It's not fancy pants or poses. It's not jokes. I'm sorry for the comedians. I actually do laughter yoga to warm up for comedians, because when you go to a comedy club, you want to laugh. If somebody sucks, it's like, oh my God, we paid to be here. Damn it. So yeah, sometimes I get hired to be the warm up for comedians or for improv, because then everyone's warmed up, they're all ready to laugh, and they've laughed, and so they're little games to inspire the laughter. The yoga part of laughter yoga is the practice of the laughter and the deep diaphragmatic breathing. And so when we're laughing, we're exhaling ha 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 ha. In order to keep on ha haing, we have to take a deep breath in so we can continue laughing. It's really magic. And as Amber J said, it's so beneficial. Laughter helps us we're secreting all the love drugs. It's scientifically proven that laughter is the best medicine. Nobody's died from laughing. Not yet. There's no contraindications. You don't have to worry about taking that drug and then laughing. It's fine. Yeah, it's so beautiful.
You're literally doing on stage before the comedians come on, you're doing yoga?
Laughter yoga. It's not doing yoga. It's just laughing. It's laughing.
So yoga, the name yoga means practice, right?
Yes.
So
Correct.
it's laughing practice.
Correct. Yes. There you go. Ta-da.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. And Amber J, I know with a lot of the work that you do, it's about helping grown-ass women loosen up, right? So
Yeah, to be free. I would say I use laughter in my life in order for others not to laugh at me. And that was a way to navigate life, was to be the funny one, and to be smart. So smart and funny were my coping mechanisms in order to survive life. And it wasn't until, I did this transformational work and then became a coach that I could share the tools with women in particular. And it's really about body. It is about movement. We practice a lot of dancing and just moving in order to activate our feminine, as opposed to being, as straight and narrow as the masculine. The feminine is no ending and no beginning. And we do one of the practices we have is a cauldron, where we throw in our limiting beliefs or the things we're letting go, and then we cackle afterwards. Like, and it's just so contagious. It's so fun. And to let loose and to do the things that as an adult you're not supposed to do, right? But like, it just feels so good in your body.
So Steve, how do you feel about being the token guy now?
Love it. Always like being the token guy. Prefer it.
So Amber J, what was your aha that you're like, okay, I need humor as part of my brand? Or is it just, it's always just part of you?
Yeah,
the second thing?
Yeah, I've been a performer my entire life. I was at Second City in Chicago. I have been a producer of comedy, of live shows. So yeah. And now I made a nonprofit of it. So, and I went to go speak. So I was about to go on the speaking tour, and get hired to go do corporate stuff. And I thought, well, that sounds boring. And it's like, that's when I made my grown ass woman live show. Is I wanted fun and ridiculousness and depth, and not just a corporate wind up.
Got it. And Steve, you had already mentioned that humor was like the escape from the crazy life. Was it ever a conscious
I got it.
Do you know what? Okay, let's see if you psychically know the question I'm asking.
Yeah. Not really. It was more about writing was the conscious choice, and comedy was just part of my writing, and part of my personality. So I never thought, oh, I think I'll do comedy, or I'll try to be funny. I mean, like Amber J said, I kind of knew I was, but that isn't why I gravitated toward comedy. It was just, that's where my comfort zone was, as a writer. I mean, I think the only time that I actually said, oh, let's specifically try and be funny, hopefully, is when I decided to do stand-up, But that was also kind of I had a really bad breakup, which is like, normal, right? And it was actually funny because my ex-wife was like, after this bad breakup, which was not with the ex-wife, it was the girl after the ex, after the marriage, a lot of exes. So she says, you need to change your flow, and you always talk about doing stand-up. So why don't you do something just to completely change the whole vibe of everything? So that's when I started doing stand-up, and it was, it's terrifying, but it's great. It's a release, and it's something where you completely control the material, which as a writer you rarely do. So, I love that about it. Nobody can tell me what I'm going to say on stage. No notes. Yeah.
My best friend Zoe, her dad is Bud Friedman, who created the improv.
Yeah, sure.
And she would say they would tell stories at dinner, and her dad would give notes.
Right.
It would be funnier if you just tweak that.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what we live with,
Okay, so for people who aren't you all, what is the best way for others to add humor and comedy and fun into their lives? Because again, things are serious, and this is, I come at it from this perspective. I could write serious things. I have absolutely no desire to. I love my lane and taking my optimistic approach, which comes through in my writing and the way that I work with people. And I feel like I've always kind of been that inclined. But what about for those serious people? How can they lighten up? And I mean that in the nicest, most respectful way possible. Steve?
Well, I was going to say something that I'm sure would be a little bit off-putting, but not intentional. I mean, I think in some ways, like what you just said about your optimism, which comes through you, right? I mean, we've talked about this. You have that energy about you that, you glow with optimism. It's a natural habitat of yours, right? Where I think, like for me, like comedy is my same lane that yours is optimism, I mean, I think there are people who quite frankly aren't funny, so they're not going to become funny necessarily, sorry to break that news, but there are certainly ways to incorporate laughter and humor into your life, which I think starts with a point of view, quite frankly, just maybe trying to see that things aren't as deadly serious as they always appear. And, I mean, yes, of course you can go to comedy shows and all of those kind of things, which are good to do. That's what they're there for, take a break and have some laughs. But I think just really trying to just see that, there's humor in everything, and that's okay. It's okay to laugh. I mean, I for instance, when I was doing I had one of my stand-up routines that had to do with me growing up next to a schizophrenic sister. And I kind of talked about other stuff. And then when I would say, my sister is paranoid schizophrenic, I mean, the room always goes deadly silent for half a second, because like, what do we do with this? We're in a comedy show. Are we allowed to laugh at this? So you kind of have to walk them through and go, yeah, it's okay. So I think it's a point of view that really is the stepping stone.
Okay. I like that. What do you think, Cathy?
I think, to echo what Steve said, oh my gosh, there is humor in everything. Everything is funny. And for me, I have a laughter buddy. She calls me at 7:30 in the morning and I don't answer hello. We start laughing, 2 minutes of full on belly laughs, 1 minute of deep diaphragmatic breathing, followed by another 2 minutes of belly laughs. It sets me up for the day. It's like, all right, world, what have you got? And another one that I do is when you're in traffic. I mean, it's maybe safer in Canada, I'm not sure, but when somebody cuts me off, it's never on purpose, right? It's never like, there's Cathy, unless it is. But when you cut somebody off, you're always looking in your mirror like, ooh, whatever. I mean, Canadians would be like, oh, sorry. So for me, it's like, oh, time to do laugh. Instead of getting mad, like, it's like, oh, time to do laughter yoga. I flail my arm around and I'm laughing. And the person is like, holy shit, this chick is cuckoo. And I get more room. And then I'm like, woo, I'm all fully oxygenated. I've got the love drugs careening through my body. I'm like, oh, thanks for cutting me off. Yoop. So it's perspective. I would say how to add more laughter to your life or more humor to your life. Decide that everything's funny.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll just say, knock it off.
Right?
Yeah. Although I will say this about women in midlife, you may want to get your hormones tested if you can't. I tell you, I got in a fist fight, and that's when I knew that my hormones were off. 'Cause I'm a pretty happy person, and that was not on my vision board. So I'm saying, maybe
Okay.
give it a check.
Okay, so your answer to the question would be
Knock it off.
Or get tested.
Or get on HRT.
no, is the best way to add humor?
The best way.
No,
to
the question was, what is the best way to add humor to your otherwise whatever life?
So my response to you, Deb, is to knock it off. It's just not that big of a deal.
Oh, you mean to like literally lighten up?
Lighten up.
Okay.
Chill out. Serious. Nothing is serious. This too shall pass.
I'm with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
you didn't
been
like
great.
that, Deb. Deb
You're
did
welcome.
not like that answer, and she's really upset with me right now.
Well, okay.
You're not coming
It
back.
was
Lighten up, Deb. Lighten up. Sometimes it's not the answer you want. It's the answer you get.
okay, but see, this is my writer brain. You answer the question. It's like using a word in the definition as the answer. Using the word in the question as the answer. So it's what's the best way to add humor? Lighten up. Lighten up. Just do it. The best way is to just do it. So it took me a minute, but I got there. We're all on the same page. Yay, go humor.
Yay.
Yeah, and like I could be mad at that at this level of enthusiasm. Heck no. This is the humor goal chat. We're supposed to be happy and flitty and fun, right?
Right.
Okay.
Lighten up.
Now, what about those people, not me, because we've determined I'm bad at it, but who want to be funny? Are there exercises that they can do, things that they can practice? Maybe they're not going to be as funny as you all, but maybe they won't be as unfunny as they used to be. That's the terrible question. What tips do you have for people to not just appreciate humor, but to actually be humorous? Shall I keep asking the question until I have an answer?
No, the question's clear. You just say who you want to go first. Yeah.
Okay, it
I
looks like
think if you
Cathy had something.
Yeah, I think if you take an improv course so that you can become more spontaneous, so you can get out of your head, so you're thinking on your feet. I think that may be part of the problem is we're in our head so much. We're not allowing ourselves permission to play, permission to get in our body and feel the movement, feel the happy juice careening through our body. So going to improv helps us develop that humor, I think.
I think if you could like market happy juice, well, I guess there are things that are happy juice. Never mind. Amber you were saying?
Yeah, I don't remember now because I am in menopause. I think improv is a beautiful yoga in that it gives you permission to fail and to try that thing and to get out of our box and lighten up.
Yeah.
Hit that in. Yeah.
That was a callback.
I got it. Registered.
I mean, I think that both of those are really good. And I think like improv class, all these classes are good. Lightening up. Let's bring it back again. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It's a funny thing because I think there is, and I know that sometimes, like on a play that I wrote once, and the lead had to be funny, and they kept like trying to read guys who were maybe sexier but not funny, and so sometimes you just can't make funny. It's kind of in your bone a little bit, but absolutely, I think there are ways, like both of Cathy and Amber J just said, to just shake it up a little bit, lighten up, and take maybe some classes and have fun with it a little bit, you know.
And then this is out into every area of life. You know, people want to be around fun people.
Mm.
You know, I mean, that's what this business is based on. That's who we hire to work with. That's who we hang out with. We want people that are consistent and who are truthful and who are enjoyable to be around.
Yeah. And I think in addition, you know, you don't take your, you know, we were talking a lot about not taking life too seriously, and also don't take yourself too seriously.
Mm.
You know, and we just lost Deb. Oh,
Bye, Deb.
We're running. We're going to go ashore there for a second there, Deb. You left us.
I'm back. It's okay.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. I'm blank square. That was the end of it. But, you know, again, yeah, don't take yourself too seriously. Have a little self-effacing humor, which is something that's really lacking right now in our world today. So I think that helps as well, you know.
Now, Heather, I'm really wanting some anecdotes here. So have you found yourselves, no, I'm not going to say, it's not a yes or no. When have you found yourself in a situation where it was like everything was ridiculously intense? What lightened things up? I could do callbacks too, you know. Just because I'm not funny does not mean I don't pay attention. Let me see if I can do a quadruple negative next time.
Well done, Deb.
It was your shot for a knock it off, and you didn't do it. But okay, yeah.
You got notes. You already got notes, Deb.
I got notes. It's been ingrained into my brain. That's yeah.
So anyway,
no, I mean, Cathy, your whole yoga is that.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, for me, I mean, back to the worms.
That's always a good thing to do. That's a good callback.
You know, it's kind of this heavy, serious thing. Like our landfill closed, and we started to export garbage to the U.S., even though we're the second largest country in the world. We couldn't find a place. Like 1,000 trucks a week were making their way to Michigan. Like, yikes. And people don't know this. And I had a solution for the wet waste. And so I was like, I set forth, and without business acumen or savvy or anything, I just was like, oh, everyone needs this. And then people would say really weird things because I have worms. I don't have worms. I have worms.
Yeah, I recommend chocolate. Yeah.
It gives me more space. Whenever I want more space, I'm like, hey, I got worms. Anyone want to sit beside me? You know, so it's so heavy. It's such a kind of a heavy mission. The laughter has lightened up my life, where it was, you know, when you're in the environmental realm, it's hard because, I mean, people don't want to change what they're doing because it's inconvenient. So yeah, so that was hard. So the laughter has really helped me. The practice of laughter yoga has changed my life, and it changed my husband's life. He was laughter hesitant for about 10 years.
Laughter intolerant.
Laughter hesitant, right?
I heard what Amber did. Laughter intolerant as well would be even funnier.
Right?
Laughter,
Yeah.
lactose, blah, blah. See, again, not funny. Please continue.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like it took on, because laughter is a vibration. It's just high vibration energy. So when you're feeling depressed, I think Amber J, you talked about contributing. I feel like when I'm laughing, I'm giving to the grid, like I'm contributing to the energy of the world, versus when I'm feeling sad or depressed, which is rare because I have laughter now. But if I'm feeling sad, depressed, anxious, I'm sucking from the grid. It's okay. I've got lots of credits, but you know, I really think that we're affecting the world with our laughter.
I am a huge fan of the the 2 minutes, the power of 2 minutes. So if I'm frustrated, I get to be frustrated for 2 minutes, and then I need to do a 2-minute dance break to counteract the effects of the 2-minute frustration. So even being aware of, okay, this is not good. Okay, feel your feelings. Now get over it and re-raise the vibration. Super important.
Yeah.
What about you, Amber J? Did you have a situation not like worm related, or not worm related, but similar to of the when you found yourself in a situation, the only way to get out of it was with humor?
Well, I feel like that was my childhood, right? Cathy, before I forget, where are you based?
North of Toronto in Ontario, Canada.
Because I have someone here in LA who would really like your worms.
Mm.
Yeah, I would say, humor had me be accepted in, or at least that's what I thought, allowed me to be accepted in my adolescence,
Mm.
in order to deflect from not being pretty enough or being too fat. And you can read more about that in my book.
Wait.
Grown-ass Woman's Guide to Midlife.
Well, see, but I can't imagine you not being full on you.
Yeah, I was always a ham, but I was told I was too much. And then I remember the moment I was at my church for Christmas, and I was supposed to sing one of the lines in Twinkle, 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 Little Star. And I had been told to like tap it down a notch or two. And I took that as, I'm just not going to say it. Like I shouldn't be seen. And so then it was like, shut that down and only be the clown.
We're serious again.
Well, Deb, this is called depth. This is called connection. This is
I'm okay with. No, I am good with it. I'm like, okay, the humor GoalChat might be the most serious conversation I have this month, which is fine. This is my joy. I love doing this because, again, I throw people together, and unless it's on purpose, they don't know each other, which is the case today, obviously. Because you don't know where the conversation is going to go. And it's also great because then I can mix and match people all I want, because it's always a new, refreshing, important conversation. A lot of people don't know that I did go through a quiet phase, thankfully, from like 8 to 18. But even during the quiet phase, I was still in chorus on stages, participating. It was just a quieter depth. Thank goodness that's over. Steve, what about you?
Repeat the question again.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Can I get the question again, please? I feel like I'm on that.
Well, let me check my notes.
Yeah.
The question was because you had a challenging upbringing, which you have also chosen to share with the world through your work, which yay, go you. Was there like a moment when you're like, if I don't embrace the funny,
things are gonna get dark.
Yeah, things are.
I mean, again, I'm kind of repeating myself a little bit, but I mean, there's been a lot of moments, like in all of our lives, right? But in moments like of course, growing up, that was whatever. That was just trying to survive it. And then I left the country, and so I moved to France. I didn't speak French, didn't have a job, didn't know anybody, which was great, by the way. That's what I loved about it. But I don't really consciously use humor as a device. You know what I mean? And that's kind of, so I just use it, and it does serve as a device because it's something that really connects you to people, and I think it makes people embrace you much faster, especially if it's a little bit self-effacing humor, So that it's been constant, quite frankly. It's. And I think you're saying that there's a lot of seriousness to this conversation, and I think that's pretty normal. I mean, I think people who live in humor are probably some of the darkest, That's kind of traditionally known. So we're going to get very dark here in a few minutes, probably. Yeah.
No, we're in summer hours. It's late for another
Oh my
Again,
God, Deb,
I apologize.
He's participating. It is a humor panel after all. Okay.
And Robin just posted, get a pet. My cat makes me laugh on the regular without even trying. This is the other thing that I think is hilarious. So I go out walking because, yay, summer hours, I can walk late. But I always feel like my arm is empty because I don't have a dog. And almost everybody I encounter walking has one.
Well, my dog can't walk anymore because he's getting too old. Thanks for bringing it up. I was forgetting about it, but okay.
My dog's under my feet right now, and I can't believe you can't hear him snoring.
No, yeah, mine has a big thing because he's chewing himself up. So he's got that too, the reverse umbrella thing, you know.
Cone of
But that's
shame.
the other thing we're talking about that actually not so necessarily much humor, but in terms of what we can do to kind of like, you know, endorphins is such, I mean, this is not news, but it's such, you're talking about walking and exercise and get the endorphins going. That's such a key thing. So throw that one in there.
Good one.
That's great. I was actually just about to ask everyone to gift a goal. So what is something anyone could do today, tomorrow, immediately to lighten up, you know, to bring more of the humor, the lightness, the fun? I think fun has only been mentioned once in this conversation, which is a little bit
Thank God.
Goofy.
Thank God. I have to say, you know, the first thing I always hear when people ask me what you do, and I say I'm a writer, like 80% of people, oh, that sounds fun. And I kind of want to choke them. So,
Well, gee, just for that, Steve, do you want to go first?
Sure.
On
Run around the
gifting a
block.
goal?
That'll make you feel better. That would be my first recommendation. You know, go get some exercise, get the endorphins going. You know, I mean, which what we've been talking about already, which is just try to change your perspective a little bit, not take everything. Everything is not life and death. A lot of it is, but not everything. And whether it's your worldview, whether it's your the way you look at yourself, or you know the situations around you, try to knock it off, lighten it up. Do some laugh yoga. You know, just encompass the whole kind of world stage of it.
Okay, I think I caught all of the goals in the goal of the perspective. Let's get the endorphins goals. So thank you for that. What about you, Cathy? What goal are you gifting?
I combine modalities. So I know we can't multitask, but I ride my bike and I do laughter yoga at the same time. And it's hilarious.
Sounds like a crash waiting to happen.
Oh my God, it's so funny. And one day there was a man and his grandson or granddaughter on a bridge. So I stopped, I talked to everyone. So I get off my bike and I'm approaching, and I could feel like he's not happy that I'm approaching. So I was like, oh, I got on my bike. I wished him a good day. And I rode away. A couple of days later, I saw that same man. I was standing on the bridge, and he walked up without his granddaughter, and we got engaged. And he's like, you know, when people see the people laughing by themselves, they think there's something wrong. And I burst out laughing. Ah, ha, ha, those crazy laughing people I know. And then we continued talking. I get on my bike. I ride back home. It wasn't until I walked into the living room that I was like, oh my God, he was talking about me. I didn't know. So, you know, just lighten up, everybody. Knock it off and lighten up. Just
that's
quit
the theme
it.
of the show now.
Just do it.
Okay, that's not really a goal. Okay, but I do like the idea of multitasking and finding the funny as you do that. So can that be the goal?
Yeah, well, the goal could be to find a laughter buddy. Find something every day that makes you crack up. Even if it's a comedy show or like a TV show or whatever it is, just do something that brings you joy every day. That's what I would say.
Okay, I like the find a laughter buddy.
Yeah.
That's good.
I've had my laughter buddy since December 2021.
Wow.
4.5 years. I mean, there's days that we miss, whatever, but yeah, it's so beautiful. It's such a great practice.
Cool. That's neat. Yeah.
It's neat. Okay, Amber J, what goal are you gifting?
The goal I am gifting is that you take yourself and possibly others to a live comedy show this week.
Mm.
Go
Does Boozy Bingo count?
Huh?
Does Boozy Bingo count?
No. Why don't you come tomorrow night to the Venice West?
Because I've got Monday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, or else I totally would.
Fair.
Okay.
Go to a comedy. Go sit in the dark with a bunch of other people and laugh.
Yeah, that's always good.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing, it's the contagious thing too, right? Sit in the dark with strangers and laugh.
Well, it's permission to also, like, when we're adults, we're like too serious and we forget, like, to let out our inner child and to play. And so sitting in the dark gives you permission to laugh.
I like that. Oh my goodness. It's like really serious, deep, poignant conversation with the best homework, because the best homework is to change that perspective, do things that up the vibration and the joy level. So where can people learn more about each of you? Let's start with you, Amber J.
I am Amber J. Lawson on every single platform. You can find me there. DM me. Say you saw me here. Also, you can follow Comedy Gives Back on every platform.
Amazing. And Cathy?
It's true.
How do you know that?
Where are you going to find that? Yeah.
I would love to invite everyone to my free laughter club. So you can find me. It's cathysclub.com. And I'm also on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Cathy Nesbitt.
Wonderful. And what about you, Steve? Where can people find you?
Definitely need to still build a bigger online profile. I was resistant for so long, catching up. One thing, go see my movie, Broken Diamonds. It's streaming on multiple platforms, Prime Video, Showtime, Tubi. There's a million of them, so that's easy to find. If I have a show, come see me. If I'm doing stand-up, been at West Side Comedy Theater, Flappers, 3 of Clubs in Hollywood. IMDb, you can find a little bit about me there. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm building an Instagram site. Not really much on there yet, but Steve Waverly, you can keep looking. At some point, something will actually be on there.
I love the optimism. No, it's true. It is a goal.
It's not optimism. Actually, fact. Something will be on there. I can guarantee that. I'm in control of that.
Excellent. And I love that you said, come see me if I'm performing, when you performed a couple days ago. And I said, why didn't you tell me? And you said, I didn't tell anybody.
I know. Unpredictable,
There you go. Okay. So I am at the Deb Method everywhere on social media. You can go to thedebmethod.com/blog, get the recap, the links, the inspiration, the goals. And if you need a little bit of help and or motivation for getting that book out of your head and into a way where agents and publishers want you, right? Go to thebookproposalexpert.com, and or you can also grab a copy of your goal guide and or 52 secrets for goal setting and goal getting to keep you motivated, moving forward, and really excited about your goals, because I'm going to bring it to humor and laughter. When you love what you do, it shows. When you don't love what you do, it really shows. So if you're not loving your goals, I'm going to give you a bonus goal of figuring out what goals you love so you will do them. Get your enthusiasm and your passion for what you do out into the world. My goodness, friends, this was great fun. What final thought do you want to leave people with? Cathy, you can have the first final thought.
I would say, just stop looking at all the things that are going on in the world, because we can't control any of those. Stop complaining about the weather, how old you are, all the things. What's that?
Vote. Definitely vote.
Oh, definitely vote, but don't spend every minute looking at the news and getting all upset about what's going on, because you can't control it anyway. So just manage your nervous system. That's my final thought. Is if you feel like you're freaking out, go out in nature, go earth, go for a walk in the ocean, even though the ocean isn't close to me.
And if you need worms, I got your hookup.
Yeah, there
Right?
you go. Yeah.
Yes, that should be my line.
Amber J, final thought.
I read a stat once that I repeat often, that if you write a goal down, it has a 65% chance of coming to fruition.
Mhm.
And if you share it in a group, that it has a 95% chance of coming to fruition. So I invite you to not only write it down, you know how everybody goes like, oh, it's in my head, it's in my head. Write it down and share it. And like Cathy said, and like we get to be in community. We go further together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you can't reach your goals on your own. You need your people. And I will.
No, and that's what I said this time. Like I've built so many businesses by myself, but Comedy Gives Back, which is how many years in? 15 years in now, because I have two best friends who I run it with. And this book, I said, I'm just not going to do it alone. I don't need to be the expert at all the things. I get to lean into having a team and being supported and not doing it by myself.
Amazing. And if you need community, come borrow some of ours. I also lead a goal mixer on the third Wednesday of the month, so that will be in the show notes as well. It's virtual, and it's just a way to hang out, share what you're working on, get the kudos you desire, and the encouragement from the others, because everybody wants everybody to succeed. That is why I do what I do. We're all in this together. If you've got a goal, if you've got a message, you want to get it in front of as many people as possible, look to your resources, do the things you need to do to get it out there to help others. And no, Steve, I did not forget about you. You get to do a final thought now.
Good, because I have a final thought, actually.
I am thrilled to hear it.
I really do. I actually got one. And it's not about worms, but that's always good. I think one thing that I would definitely say is, like, everybody always says, like, things have never been so bad. This is, you're hearing this all the time. I mean, obviously there's a lot going on, and I won't get into all that, but it's not true. It's not true that things have never been so bad. They've been, I mean, if you go back to the Spanish Inquisition, I bet they would say things have never been so bad. It just feels bad because it's the life that we're living right now, but it's actually not bad. It's great. I mean, despite all the shit that's going on, it's still pretty beautiful. So I think that's important to remember.
That life is beautiful.
Simple phrase, but well put, Dave. Yeah.
I think there was a movie that was also
bad
with that title.
You called me out for plagiarism, are you? Okay.
I am not. I am just sharing excellent points. The lot of you.
I'm just saying exactly. Yeah.
Thank you all so much for joining me, Amber J. Lawson, Cathy Nesbitt, Steve Waverly. Thank you for tuning in. Whether you're like, oh, humor, oh, lightness, oh, I need my life to be better, or I just want some inspiration for my goals, we are so glad you're here. I am Debra Eckerling. I am live every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And you can also subscribe to GoalChat, which is on the Marketing Podcast Network, at wherever it is that you get your podcasts. Laugh, get some exercise, enjoy the energy, and remember that life is good. Your goals also, among everything else, they are yours. So figure out what you want to do. Tell a friend, tell several. Go on out there and go for it, because it's your life. Whatever it is you want, go for it, because we know you can do it. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Deb. It was great. Thanks.
Good.
Thank you.